Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194 and appreciate you taking the time to visit and check out my video. And we are here at Watkins Glen. And I had a request a couple weeks ago about looking at the Bentley here at Watkins Glen. So I've been kind of doing a little off and on. And also before we get started, if there's any interest, please let me know in the comments below. I was thinking about doing some, um, 2018 uh, comparos, maybe some car versus car at a certain track. The 2018, since they don't get much love. And see what's the faster car at maybe AKA certain track or something like that but only the 18s. And that way give them a little love since, like I said, I haven't don't spend a lot of time with the 2018s, and they're great cars. They're still really good cars. But of course, I'm not really sure what the BOP on them because most people are driving the newer cars, and you can't really tell. They're just comparing the new cars with the BOP. But anyway, um, get back to here. I wanted to work on a setup for here, and it was a little struggle. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Again, I'm not, with the Bentley, I don't drive it a ton. So again, the more driving you do with a car, the better you get. But I still have made some pretty big gains, and it's a lot better than where I started. So let's go ahead and get behind the car. It feels really good as far as the drivability of it. Here down in turn one, it's really important. Take this in third. You want to go down to third, not second. It goes through here so much better. I mean, look at that. Oh man, it's just like the Bentley has so much torque. It's so linear. The third gear is plenty, and it doesn't overpower the tires. And that's the one thing you got to be careful of with the Bentley. You end up you just rip them off. So let it work for you, not fight you. Coming through here goes real good through the bus stop. Speed was good, 165. Now this is far from a perfect lap. I made a couple pretty good sized mistakes, but it still feels really good through here. And of course, this third sector is always my Achilles heel. I mean, it's always tough through here. Kind of went in here just a teeny bit too deep, but I still didn't really lose anything, but I lost a lot more up here. And again, this was not a bad corner. I think I slowed down a little bit too much. This corner I really messed up because I went through here better before. Again, just a little bit too wide. Got in the grass. That cost me probably a tenth or two. Goes through here really good. These last two corners. That was a 145.54. Now I had a 145.37 in the Delta, but again, I lost probably about tenth and a half to 2/10 on a couple of those corners. But again, it was consistent. It was hitting those mid 45s all the time. So again, I started off with 55 liters, and again, compared to what it was when I started, it's, again, a pretty good gain. And again, the drivability of it, and getting the balance to go over the curbs, and the speed down the straightaway still good. So again, I think there's definitely more in it, but it's a really good base to start from. So let's go over the setup. Got 24.8 left front, 25 left rear, 25.8 right front, 25.7 right rear. The toe is negative 0.05 on the front, with the camber at negative 3.8 on the left front, negative 3.6 on the right front, and the caster at 14. The toe on the rear is a positive 0.01, with the camber at negative 3.3 on the left rear, negative 3.1 on the right rear. Here, really nothing else I really want to try, to be honest. It's all really balanced out. So really not much more to try there. Electronics, um, you can go down to 2 here. This, you can leave at 3 or go to 4. Probably leave it at 4. Start off at 4 because what I'm trying to find is where I can get on the gas. Now, this might be different with you. So if you need to go down to 3, that's fine. But with it, when you get on the gas early, you want the car to rotate under throttle so much. I don't want it to over rotate. And if you go, the lower you go down into TC, it'll start to get over rotating. So basically, but with the TC at 4, it's just perfect for me. But you might have to adjust that. So, again, if you want to go down to 3 or go up to 5 or whatever, just feel free to whatever fits, when you're getting on the throttle. But I just, like I said, I want to be able to be getting on the throttle as soon as I can and start getting back into it. And I don't mind the car starting to rotate, under power, but it's got to be controllable. I don't want it to go to where you're counter steering and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So again, it's just got to be feeding in a controllable manner. And 4 does that really well. Fuel, of course, 55 liters. Number 1 brake pad. Tire wear was very good. Mechanical got 4 on the anti-roll bar, 60 on the brake bias, steering all the way down. Springs on the front are 155,000 with a bump stop rate of 600 and a bump stop range of 10. And on the rear, the springs are 140,000 with a bump stop rate of 400 and a bump stop range of 30. Anti-roll bar is 6 and the preload is 100. There's definitely more time here on this page. Probably more in the bump stop rates and ranges. I did mess with them some, but I did a lot of testing, a lot of testing with the springs, pretty stiff. That really just didn't work out right. The car just was too slidey. So I just kept going down 1 or 2 just until I got the balance the way I like it. And this is the closest I could get it. The springs I think are pretty much dead on. I tried low diff, all kinds of different stuff here, and I did try some different bump stop rates and ranges, but I didn't go crazy with it. So again, maybe some more time with that. But other than that, everything else here has been a lot of testing. So it's pretty much as good as it's going to get. Shocks on the front are 8, 1, 16, and 33. And on the rear, they're 2, 1, 14, and 8. Again, all dialed in with Motec, and the graphs came out really good. Again, made adjustments all the way every time after every session, made adjustments, getting it closer and closer. So it should be pretty close. Aero 54 in the front, 64 in the rear with an 8 wing, a 4 and a 4 in the brake ducts, and the front aero variation is a negative 6.0. So again here, tried lower ride height, tried max wing, tried low wing, I've tried a lot of different combinations here. I mean a ton. Went up in the ride height and countered it with lower wing. Didn't really gain that much. And again, it was still pretty slidey in the third sector. So this is the happy compromise. I mean, you're not really losing speed. And like I said, I like the consistency because it was within a couple tenths. For like that lap there was like the 5th or 6th lap of that stint. So, and it was the fastest lap. So again, it's showing, I like that. That's really good because it's showing that it's holding the pace, after so many laps. So I like that. And again, I still think, driving a little better, I could have gone even faster. So as you can see, I've definitely messed up on that one corner pretty bad. So, again, really solid through here. I really don't think there's really much to gain. Again, if you want to click up on the wing to get, go up one more click, you can, if it's too oversteery for you. Or you could go down on the anti-roll bar in the back, down 1. Either way, probably I do the anti-roll bar first and then the wing second. But it shouldn't be too bad. It's really not too oversteery at all. At that third sector, you just, again, you just got to be patient with it and let the car rotate. The Bentley seems to not like going in real deep. It's not like the McLaren where the back end is real nervous or unhappy. It just over the whole car just doesn't like it. So basically, but it's better off of just letting the car roll. So, get on the brakes and, you can trail brake going in some, that's no problem, but just don't do a lot. and then let the car roll through the turn and get on the gas as soon as you can. I mean, it really likes that better instead of driving hard on the brakes into a corner. And again, with the brakes, you can go down to 59 also here. I forgot to say that. That's not a problem. But other than that, it's a really good, again, with the rain, I would probably just go up one or two clicks on the front, and that's it. I wouldn't do anything else in the rain. You can add wing if you'd like to, depending upon how bad the track is. If it's a lot of rain, you might want to add another click or two of wing. But if you add one or two clicks in the front, it should be pretty good in the rain. Other than that, I'm really happy with it. And again, just curious on some of the 18 cars of how with all these updates, what kind of pace they have. So again, especially compared to the other cars. But again, it's kind of not fair because 2018 that car's a lot older. Unless it's had an update, obviously like the AMG, it's had an update. It's an Evo version, but I mean, still, a lot of these cars are, they're not really, they haven't updated them like the Nissan or this or the Lexus or even though they're still racing the Lexus, I think over here in the States they're racing it. So I'm just not sure over in Europe. But again, just like the Honda's got the Evo version. So again, I mean, but again, the 2018 cars that were back then, it's kind of curious to see how they add up to each other and how they compare. But again, just wanted to throw this out and give a little love to the Bentley, and hope you enjoy the Bentley. Hopefully you can enjoy it here and run a good time here at Watkins Glen. And I hope you give me a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Again, any comments are appreciated. I love talking to all my sim racing friends. And again, thank you to Mark and Joseph for their support. And I hope you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.